if my energy's a little bit low. Trying to get it up because big things. Last kind of big kind of the bow for our podcast. I flying out tomorrow to Denver, Colorado, then driving to Boulder, Colorado for the Colorado Pro Day on Friday, or sorry, the NFL Showcase, not the Pro Day. NFL Showcase on Friday.
How prime is, bro.
On Friday. So I've been trying to like take care of everything I need to take care of work wise, make sure my kids, make sure my kiddos and my caseload is seen and everything. So apologize, my energy's a little low, a little. I feel low. Try to
I'm
meet
on
a
them
proper.
roids, boy.
Okay. You might got to carry. You might
I
got to
done a
carry.
podcast already, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
Nigga. I know, nigga. Um, so, but we wanted to put this one out there before the pro day on Friday, and we'll be back, kind of recapping the pro day right the week after. And then next week we're trying to get our dude, kind of the person that started, not kind of the person that started this podcast, Tony
Hey,
Pauline, our annual. We are in April, so we are at our 5-year anniversary this month of doing of doing this, which is quite fucking crazy.
crazy, bro. Crazy.
Crazy.
Make no damn sense.
None. And the draft is 22 days away. Thank fucking God.
Oh,
Uh drafted out,
oh
bro.
my God.
I'm drafted out, Ryan. I am drafted out.
Paralysis. What is it? Analysis by
That's by paralysis,
by
nigga.
analysis. I can't take it no more, bro.
Okay, I
I
can't.
can't take it.
I can't argue another fucking prospect. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I can't wait for this draft to be over. I hope the Saints have a good draft. I hope they have a good one. They need a great draft, not a good draft. They need a great draft. I hope they have
Right.
one, but they don't. I'm waiting for that to be over too. Like if it crashes and burns, it crashes and fucking burns. I just need it to be over.
That's it. That's it. We're gonna talk about it regardless. I'm just tired of not knowing and theorizing that
Oh
where is he gonna
my
go? If he doesn't go here, then
God.
where does this person go? Where could he's so and so's gonna fall? Blah 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 blah. I'm tired of this shit.
But I still back, Grandma. Fed up, bruh. Fed up. But we wanted to. But we're doing. Let's do a mock draft
Hey,
episode.
let's do a mock draft, baby.
Everybody loves mock draft simulators. But before we jump into that, I kind of wanted to hit on some Saints draft tidbits. I also wanted to hit on some things that kind of came out from the owners meeting. Kellen Moore actually got to speak to the media, and it got to be videoed without it was like the Zapruder film was out, bro. Like it was out in the open. You got to see it. You got to see it. It wasn't redacted. It wasn't confidential. It wasn't behind closed doors. You got to see it. Next year, I am also requesting credentials for our podcast to be in West Palm Beach at the owners meeting, so we could be at the tables, get it all close.
Maybe that'd be the year where it'd be like just a private scrum.
Could you imagine, bro? The year we get the credentials to the owners meeting, all of a sudden Kellen Moore just won't be there. He's not in the picture this year, next year for some reason, bro.
I can see it already, bro. I can see it.
Anyway, I want to talk about the comments and then talk some Saints draft tidbits, and then we'll hit up the simulator. So, something that you pointed out, I think that was really important in our Discord. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, you like and subscribe.
Right now.
Hit like and subscribe. Also, to our Saints Block Party podcast draft party meetup is happening in 22 days. You must be a Patreon or a YouTube member to attend. I think I think the deadline to RSVP is already passed because I put a hard date to RSVP because I really don't want to people like trying to RSVP like, oh, can I come to? Not doing it this year. Not doing it. Um, But so if you are Patreon, it's on our Patreon to how to RSVP. So make sure you go through the Patreon for the link to RSVP if you haven't already. But something you said in our Discord that was really important in regards to because we've asked this question of like moves of like what are the Kellen Moore moves? What are the Kellen
Right.
Moore moves of how he's etched this team? And you said that listening to him talk about the Justin Reed contract and him, advocating strongly for Justin Reed, really felt like that was him banging the table for him advocating for them to sign Justin Reed, which is very fascinating because it's a defensive player, not an
Right.
offensive player that he was banging the table for.
Right.
What were kind of your impressions, kind of hearing you listening to Kellen talk about advocating for them going after Justin Reed in free agency?
It's just watching the body language, how they talk. They ask more questions about wide receivers and Derek Carr and stuff like that, and it's more kind of blah 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 blah, kind of just the normal milk toast comments, and then when you got to Justin Reed, it's like opened up, arms let go, move closer to the camera. You just see like a brightness and kind of an energy behind his words, where he's like that was what we wanted. Like he was excited that the Saints got him. He was excited that like it was a targeted hit. They got him. They wanted him. He's excited that because he just played him like a couple of months ago in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Had the literally game plan around this guy against Justin Reed, and he said himself like that was a key person that we had to, you know, solve for when designing the game plan against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So it was one of those things, kind of like you talked about in the Discord, like Sean Payton used to do. There'll be that one player that he played that's just like, oh man, this guy, how does he move like that? And he just falls in love.
Kurt Coleman.
Kurt Coleman, And look, Justin Reed is like a very good player, so it's not like
Very good. Yes, 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 yes.
right. But it's just
And
one of those things where it's like it's funny because when you think of an offensive coach, you think, oh, they want offensive players. But offensive coaches go against defensive players all the time, so they tend to get like they tend to fall in love with defensive players, which is the most funny thing.
and you brought up him going against Justin Reed recently in the Super Bowl. Let's not forget that before he went to Philly, he was with the
With the
Chargers
Chargers, you're right.
and going against Justin Reed twice a year as the offensive coordinator. So he has seen Justin Reed, you know, what? Because Justin Reed's been with the Chiefs the last 3 seasons, I want to
Yeah,
say.
I would say three
So
seasons. Yeah,
so he's seen Justin Reed at least four times a year when he was with the Chargers, in his career at the Chargers, so he's seen Justin Reed play like five times.
right.
So that's him game planning. He's like, okay, where is he on the field? So then you become a head coach as a Saints, and then you want that to be on your defense because then you want other coaches to account for him when they're going against him on your
Right.
defense on the other side of the ball. So, and that's the thing I kind of like. It kind of all goes back to that whole thing though, right? Like if you just go rewind it, go back in time, I guess it goes back to that question like does the ends justify the mean? Like if you could like is having Justin Reed on the team really worth having like Derek Carr like doing like having him be back even though he doesn't want like even though he don't even want to be back? What a just can we just take a second to think about like it's not even
Think
really
about
talked
that.
about. It's not talked about enough, Ryan. Like he wanted to be let go to free agency or wanted to be traded before free agency. And the Saints and I say the Saints, I mean Mickey Loomis say, hey, nah, we're gonna pay you this exorbitant amount of money because we need to be active in free agency and we want you to be our quarterback going into 2025. Like we want to ride with you. He gets the money and he's still like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be here. Trade me. I don't want to be here. And it's still like not talked about. And we have reported this at nauseum. We and now everyone's talking about it. Now it's being like reported. We've been talking about this. Now it's like, oh now it's being said by like other people. So now it's like for real. Like no, it's been for real. It's been
Been
for
for
real.
real, bro. And it's
And it's
so
like how the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints does not want to be in New Orleans, and it's not talked about enough.
and I mean it's a setup for disaster is what it is. Like this it'll be a disaster. And look, funny thing is from what just watching Kellen Moore when they asked him about Carr, they didn't mention that he wanted to be. They didn't mention any of that.
Of
I would
course
say,
not.
but
That's ooh, buddy.
but it was just interesting that just the way he said. I wish I could pull it up, but he just said like, yeah, we restructured contracts so we could have some flexibility. Blah 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 blah. You didn't hear that love. You know what I'm saying? Like he said the right things. He said like, "Oh yeah, Derek Carr, he's a good quarterback." He said all that, but you didn't hear that like, "Man, bring a Derek Carr, we going to win some games." Like this dude, he's the dude. You didn't really hear that. It's just something that's on my radar, bro. And we know he did. We know he didn't want Derek Carr when he took the job. We know that. We know that for a fact. So it's just something that's on my radar. Just watching how all this plays out, man. And we know they thirsty for a quarterback, bro. They are
Thirsty,
thirsty.
bro. Cole said the Saints irrelevant in the current landscape of the NFL. Otherwise, it'd be a huge story. 100%.
100%. 100. They luck up because nobody. Saints just not on nobody radar. Nobody really cares.
Ho hum. Y'all picking ninth overall. Like, well,
Yeah.
what are you talking about y'all for? Anything else from? I'll be honest. Have not even had a chance to like listen to Kellen Moore what he said because I've just been
Uh,
so busy.
yeah. Nothing. He's he's boring, man. Like he's not gonna. It's hard trying to read him. You know what I'm saying? He's very hard to read. Where, Sean Payton, like especially at like things like this, you could really get some good stuff out of Sean
You
Payton.
could, bruh. You
He just
could.
relaxed. He around his folks. He just talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? But Kellen Moore, he's kind of hard to read. But it sound. What's interesting to me, it sounds like they've been going through the coaches been going through their process of meeting with players, going out to dinners and stuff like that. It sounds like they're just now getting to the point where they come back home and they start having these meetings with the scouting department and all the front office and all those guys, and they really take their notes, coaches' notes, and all this stuff, and the scouts take their notes and all that stuff, and you really get to finagle the board. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, that feels
you probably don't see. It feels late, right? But
feels late in the
like
game, bruh.
Kellen Moore got hired like a month and a half ago, 2 months. Like, so the Saints are behind the board. Like they are late in the process than every other team in the NFL. Every other team. So, we're gonna see. Like I'm interested to see what we hear or what you hear about the cloud and if there are any finagling,
Right,
because I know we already hear some stuff like,
right, right. So
we'll
that's
get
why.
to that.
Yeah, I mean, we that's a perfect segue. So I tweeted these tidbits on my day off on Monday. Shout out to Cesar Chavez in California. Um, so if you're already if you're a Patreon and you're in the Discord, like what I tweeted on Monday was already old news at this point. Again, patreon.com slash Links Block Party. But just tidbits, and I'll throw them out there, and then we can kind of talk about them. So the first one, so it was during the Boise State Pro Day. Running backs coach Joel Thomas met with running back Ashton Genty. I think they had like a meeting, like it was like a dinner, maybe the night before the pro day, or maybe that same day or something like that. Heard the meeting went phenomenal dinner meeting, and if you've watched our prospect of the week episodes, I've been and have kept up with us. Ashton Genty has not been on the Saints' radar in terms of an offensive player that they've identified to draft at 9, even if he was available at 9. He just has not been on the radar. But I'm not saying that meeting with Joel Thomas changed anything. But I will throw this thing in that I find very interesting. Ashton Genty really loves the idea and wants to play for the Saints. Do you know? Let me go back to last year. Remember there was a certain call, social media clip
Yeah.
when actual LSU players, Malik Neighbors, Jaden Daniels, started giggling about, like, someone asked him about the idea of like staying and playing in like New Orleans or something like that, and they was like laughing about it, and it was like it was embarrassing, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
thought of them playing for the Saints, right? Like they went to they play in Baton Rouge, bro, like an hour and a half away, and like
Ow.
just the idea was just preposterous and almost like disgusting to them. So to have a player of the ilk of Ashton Genty, and I'm putting this out there. Okay, I don't put shit out. I don't put shit out there just to put shit out there. The fact that he would not welcome, but wants to play in New Orleans, that to me, I'm not saying that would change their draft board,
I
but
think it would.
you think it, ooh,
I think it
really?
would. I just like how the Saints think, man. They like to be loved. They love to be loved, brother. We know how it is, like a human trait.
They just like a girl, bro. Ooh, he complimented me. Ooh,
Exactly, exactly.
ooh.
I mean, shit, you like a dude too. Like I know.
Yeah, you right. You
Sometimes,
right.
sometimes I'm like, I might be something I'm not even paying attention to, but I feel she feeling me. I'm like, all right, make something happen, make something shake. And I just think they like.
Make
I
sure
like.
Bree ain't listening to these episodes, Ryan. I need to make sure she to these episodes, nigga.
No clips. But they like to be like, man. I think that 100% squeeze them, man. I think
Interesting.
100%. I think like you go look at Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram like he liked the Saints, back then. You know what I'm saying? I know like Sean Payton's son wanted to go get him and stuff like that. Mark Ingram was already working out in New Orleans and stuff like that. A lot of people had a mock to go into the Saints. Saints went and got him, bro. Sean Payton went and got him. I think that matters. I think it matters to them, bro. And it's Ashton Ditty. It's not like
Right.
a reach. Like this is a dog. He's just a
A dog.
dog. Like, did you see that dude at the pro day? Like that dude is like Jesus, a specimen, bro. God damn. Boy, them slave owners will be like, what?
Ryan! I mean, ain't that what the combine is anyway, nigga? I know when he was at the combine, he got weight. I know them white NFL owners were like, oh my lord,
Look at this big buck.
I know Jim Irsay almost fainted, nigga. I want that one right there,
That Negro right there.
right there, right there. Um. So a lot of people in the industry, in the media, have made the connection of the Raiders and Ashton Genty, and I've heard that too from the sources that I have. And it seems like it's gained a lot of steam to the point where like it's the betting favorite pick to happen,
Yeah.
right?
Bet in favor every mock draft.
Every Mac draft, everything. But there's a but to that. I have a working theory that I've said in the Discord a couple of weeks ago. I just have a feeling. I don't know what it is. And then who said it? DJ said it recently, but I said it even before DJ. The Jags just feels like a Genty team. The Jags to me feels like a Genty team. Like if you want to help out Trevor Lawrence, give him Ashton Genty. He don't got to throw, and that's scary because we saw what Liam Cohen could do with Bucky Irvin in a run game, right?
Man, he had what? T. Tucker out there putting
Sean
it on the Saints.
Sean Tucker ran for 299, nigga.
Man, who the hell is this guy, bro?
Nigga was wearing 44. Never seen this player. Nigga, we football junkies. We didn't know who the fuck this nigga was tearing us up, bro.
Tearing the Saints defense up.
Tearing us up. But let's say he got past 5. Let's say he got past the Raiders. If he was there at 9, and you know that he wants you, that's going back to the whole Kellen thing. If Kellen, and you kind of said they're getting back together, they're recalibrating. If Kellen was like, I need him. I need him. Foundational for a foundational piece of my offense. I don't know. I still don't think it happens, but just a little tidbit. Just a little tidbit.
I will say I'm happy to see that you haven't heard much of the I wouldn't take a running back in the top 10. Like,
not with him. A little bit.
See it a few little places, but like for the most part, people understand. Like, especially in this draft, like, bro, like, go get good players in this draft. Like, like, this just happened to be a draft where running back and tight ends are like the players. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can get them in the first, second, or third round. Like, they're the players. And one thing I will say, one of the positives that does coming from having Kellen Moore is he does have that Super Bowl juice, bro. Like, if you're a running back and see your potential coach just coached Saquon Barkley into having one of the greatest running back seasons of all times, I want to go there. Like, I want to work with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to work with him.
Shout out to our dude Jake, who helped us cover the combine. He said that because I wasn't able to talk to the skill position players, but he did. He said anytime he brought up Kellen Moore to the running backs at the combine, at the podiums, he said every running back eyes lit up. Just bring it up, Kellen Moore. Like, they're like, who? Oh, Kellen Moore? Oh,
they just connecting dots, man. Like,
So that's a great point. James in the chat said he can extend, referring to Genty, he could extend AK's career another 2 years.
I believe that.
Yes.
They would instantly go to become one of the best running back rooms in the league. Instantly.
Oh man, instantly. I don't think he gets to 9. Like, which is funny because at one point early in the process, I easily believed he got to 9, but then now
so
I don't.
You think it's Jackson and Raiders? Outside of that,
yeah, outside of that. Jake said they want those carries. They saw Saquon touches and they start itching for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was the one draft tidbit. The other tidbit I wanted to add, and we're doing. There's a reason why we're doing the prospect of the week episode on this player. I don't want to talk too much about him because we're gonna do a whole episode on him, maybe Sunday. I actually need to watch him.
Me too.
I watched a little bit of him. I watched like 2 games of him early in the process, and then
way back.
Yeah. So but I was just told just keep an eye out on James Pierce Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because his name popped up way early in the process, like before draft season kicked off. Like, his name came to me super early, and then it just completely just disappeared. Because he was like expected to, like when mock drafts were coming out, he was thought to be like a top 5 pick, or like top 3 pick.
They thought he was going to be crazy this year.
Yeah. But just a name to potentially be on the lookout for at 9. I will say this: he would be one of the biggest outliers they've drafted. He'd be the biggest outlier they've ever drafted at defensive end since 2000. Since we've started doing this draft prospect or matching data.
The match prospect, yeah.
Because he's like 245.
Right. Yeah.
Which is like 30 pounds lighter.
That was why I didn't watch much of him. Like, back in like November, December, I watched a little bit, and I'm just looking at him like, I mean, he's not going to be in a Jeff Ireland. That was before we hired Brandon
Brent
Staley and
Brent
all that.
Staley.
I was like, oh, he's not gonna be in the metric range for Ireland or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So those things changes. Now the coaches are starting to impact, those prototypes and what they look for in certain players. So, we're gonna see, different type of players pop up. We're going to change up the metrics a little bit. It's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
it is. The only thing I can think of, and again, this is more for the prospect of the week episode, is like 245. Like there, he can't be a three, like he can't be 3 point stance defensive end,
No,
bro.
no, I mean, look, I mean, Leonard Floyd, he was like 240 when he came out
Was
of
he?
Georgia. Yeah, he was 240. He got bigger, over time. It's we'll get to it on the prospect of the week, but it's an interesting land. But look, I'll just say this: I don't hate James Pierce like say Shamar Stewart.
Oh no, yeah, there's
Like
completely
it's
different.
completely
No,
different, completely different. That disgusts me. It just there are a lot of questions I have. You know what I'm saying about James Pierce. That's for sure. A lot of
there is
questions and
the
you know.
the the thing that it just I watched him and we'll get into it, but it's like man, he to me he just is such a tweener. That's the thing that worries me about him. Um, but we'll get into that when we break him down prospect of the week episode. I think those were all my draft tidbits. Did I hit them on? Oh, and we had already kind of talked about it, but this is not any news. But like if they can't trade up to number one for Ward, they may look into maybe move into number two for Shador. That's not really
Yeah.
news, so we already talked about it. Anything?
Oh yeah, go check out our Cam Ward Prospect of the Week episode we just recorded. Check that out. Any questions you got? Should we move up? Is he worthy? Blah blah. Go watch that episode. Just watch it,
Please,
listen to it,
please.
whatever. It's on the Patreon website. It's on YouTube. You become a YouTube member, listen to it. Great episode. Very fascinating. Go check that out.
Um, it is. It is. It's. We'll see what happens, man. I just don't. It's and I don't even. I think Brock and I think it's Hollywood Monet and our Discord said it best. I think it's going to break down like the Saints are going to have a very fair offer on the table for Tennessee. It's going to be fair, and ultimately their Tennessee probably declines it and then just ends up taking Cam Ward.
Yeah. I just think the player wins out. People could talk all that shit about Cam Ward and where he will rank last year and this that. Bro, they're gonna put that tape on, bro. If you put on the tape and you sit with the player, you talk with the player, you work him, they're gonna
Now,
take him at one, bro. It's like
now
no,
one now one thing that would be fascinating to me, and we'll see if it happens. But if we get like a little news blurb or something that comes out that he's taking a visit to New Orleans or doing a little private workout, bro.
boy,
Now that
boy,
now that
boy,
came out right there, bro. Like
boy.
I can see the Ian Rappaport tweet right now. Now this is interesting. Could just Miami quarterback Cam Ward.
I'm telling you, bro. Because that would mean there are some negotiations happening.
That
That's
also
all
mean
that
like
means.
if you're Cam Ward and you're his agent, there's only one reason you'd be allowing your client to be working out with a team that's picking
One
nine,
hundred percent. One
right?
hundred percent.
That something like that came out, then you had that would be very very telling. So we'll see,
Yeah.
we'll see.
We'll see. We'll
Um,
see.
but also I will have my camera ready for Friday. Make sure see how much Kellen Moore is talking to Shadur. Let's see, in 4K. Mm-hmm. Have my photographer vest on.
Oh yeah, you going to green vest on, boy?
Mm, mm, mm. Might have to adjust the settings if Shadur gonna have his fucking bling and ice arm.
Yep.
Gonna have
The
the
ring.
con- the contrast.
Yeah,
Someone
the
said still
watch.
got
Watch.
all of it, bro. Doc 54 said Dante's a fool. Still got PTSD of Ricky Williams in the dress. No, that was for a running back. We're, running back and quarterback are two completely different things. And also, that trade was giving up all the picks in one draft
And the
versus
first next year.
in the first next year versus three three first round picks for a potential franchise quarterback. How are those trades the same?
Not the same. Not the same. That was crazy. That shit was crazy.
I was
The
I was
whole
not
draft, Adam. The whole draft.
I was not a football fan at the time, but not a football fan, obviously not a Saints fan, but like imagine us being able to like go back in time, but like
Bruh.
do it like be able to do the podcast.
And here's the thing. Us Saints fans, we was lit. It was like, hell yeah. It's like, they didn't care about no draft pick. Back then, you didn't care about draft picks like that. It's like, oh shit, got Ricky Williams? Boy, dog. You know, like, that's all that mattered to me. It was like, it costs a lot, but who cares?
Doc 54 said it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter. They're two drastically different trades.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that is how PTSD works, but like they're still two drastically different trades. Um Dante said zoom in on them teeth. Goddamn fool. Dumb. Dumb. Coach Steve's, bro. When I was talking about the pictures.
You gotta zoom in on that, bro.
They'll speak for themselves.
4K.
Anyhow, we are gonna get to our sponsors of Underdog Fantasy, and we'll be back. We will start the mock draft simulator. So I think we'll do two. We'll do one where we'll try to trade up, try to get Cam, and then then the other one we'll just let the board fall to us. And then we'll just have fun. So we'll do two. So, but before we do into that, let's listen to our sponsors at Underdog.
Games, 21 or older in Arizona and Massachusetts, and President State where Underdog Fantasy operates. Void where prohibited. Let's go. With Underdog, there's finally a way to make picks on sports without leaving the house. The game is in your hands. Millions of fans have already run billions making picks on Underdog. There's an app with over 100,000 five-star reviews and millions of players. This week on Underdog, I'm looking at St. Louis Cardinals versus Boston Red Sox and picking Jarren Duran for higher than one home run. Download the Underdog app and sign up now using promo code BLOCKPARTY to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus credits when you make your first deposit. Join in on the fun when you sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY. Claim your special offer today and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits instantly upon first deposit. Must be 18 years or older, 19 or older in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona and Massachusetts, and President State where Underdog Fantasy operates. Void where prohibited. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1778 Hope NY or text Hope NY.
We are back. I apologize for hitting the wrong button. I hit the preview button instead of the live button, so people got the ad played for them the first time, but they didn't hear it. They only got the end of it. So I apologize. So let's get to it. So I pretty much heard that pretty much all the simulators are like not great anymore, except for this one. So I'm just sticking with the tried and true. You can you see that? I know you're blind.
Yeah, I
Um,
can see.
okay. If you are in the chat, just letting you know right now, can't see what you're saying because the screen is full screen. Um, it is set up. Everything's good. We haven't started the draft yet. Should we right off the bat? Should we propose a trade to the Titans to trade up to one?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. Why did you sound like Vince McMahon when you just said
Oh
that?
no.
All right, so we're trade.
Yes.
Oh shit, we can't even we can't even try to trade 2027. Okay, so let's do one. Um, May. Okay, so if we can't trade 2027 first, then what are you willing to include in this trade then?
Well, let's include the 2026 second.
Okay.
Because let's just act like in the real draft we'd have 2027. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
let's throw the second in there. Feel like we're gonna have to give up either
Probably.
71
I'm
or
thinking.
not.
I would
You know,
probably say. I would probably say 71.
yeah. Throw 71 in there. I'm sorry.
I know. I know. Anything. I think. I think because we can't add in the 2027 first round pick. I think that's as fair as it's going to be.
And I guess throw in some late round trash in there too. Just
Them
throw it in
them
there.
bitches.
The Mickey specials.
Well, usually, yeah, yeah, them bitches. All right. Anything else?
I don't know what you think.
I think that's pretty good, bro. I don't know, man.
They about to
Uh,
reject the
uh,
shit out of us, man.
let me throw in 184 in there too, bro. I don't know, bro. Okay. And the fourth next year. Is this what it feels like to be Mickey, bro? Like it's like,
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 picks, bro. 8 picks.
to be fair, a lot of this is because we
Yeah.
can't add the 2027 first. To
Right.
be and also to be fair, if you could tell me that they could get away with just this and not add 2027's first round pick, probably wouldn't hate it. I mean, we wouldn't have a draft party in 2026.
No draft party, bro.
That shit would be on Zoom.
Straight Zoom, bro. One
But
day 3.
but can I propose it?
Propose that mug,
All
bro.
right.
Nope.
I'm I'm all right. Let's try. Let's try a first. Oh, 9
40. Gotta give it up.
40. I know. And what else?
Mm,
If I'm giving up 40, I'm not giving up this. I'll give up
mm,
third next year.
yeah. 112. I'll give it 112.
Okay. Propose?
So you're getting the first, second, and the first next year.
And
And
a
the
third
third
next
next
year.
year. Come on, man. Come on, Titans.
Come on, Dave.
Dang it. It's probably how it is, too, bro.
All right. All right. Okay. How about let's what about 941 next, just that's it. No more.
Let's see.
God damn, bro. Why can't I not throw in the 2027 first? It's pissing me off. I don't know what else to do, bro. I don't think we
Yeah,
trade up to one, bro.
I mean, it's probably reality.
It's not reality. There's a 2027 I can add.
Rejected.
I don't know what else to do. 941. Maybe? It's probably still rejected. Yeah, there's nothing. We're not trading up to one, bro.
What if you just trade the whole draft? Take the,
You
I'm
about to
just
give
telling you.
you about to give Doc 54 PTSD, nigga. Just saying you
I'm just
just
I'm QAing the software now, and I'm just trying to see.
Okay. All right. We just talked about this man's PTSD. This man about to get this man PTSD all over again.
I'm sorry, brother. And throw in the next round.
And next year's
Yeah,
first.
just do it. Just do it.
Okay.
See, it's
Software
can't
broke.
trade up. You can't trade up. You just
All
gotta
right.
do
So
it.
we're just resuming. All right. We're just gonna. So Tennessee goes Cam Ward 1 overall. In a surprising, crazy, insane move, Mason Graham goes 2nd overall. Okay. Will Campbell goes third. Third overall. That's why I hate mock draft simulators. Abdul Carter goes 4th overall to the Patriots. Will Johnson goes 5th overall to the Jags,
Please,
which could actually happen. Ashton
please.
Genty goes to the Raiders at 6. Why did that do that? Shadur goes 7th to the Jets. Travis Hunter. Oh, pain, bruh. Pain.
What?
Should we been a little aggressive to try to trade up for Travis Hunter? I don't know. It's fine. I don't really care.
That's fine. So
So
who we got?
Tyler Warren, bruh, I would run to the podium for Jalon.
Yeah, and I feel like even though we don't agree on like the order, I think those top 8 picks were legit outside of Will Johnson, maybe. But the top
Yeah,
8 looks
yeah,
about right. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of
yeah.
what team you went
I
to.
think Mimbu gets it. I think Mimbu maybe
Yeah,
gets in
Mimbo
there.
might get in there. Um, yeah, probably switch out Will Johnson for Mimbu, and that's probably it. Will Campbell might not get drafted right there. I don't know,
Right.
but I don't know. So I personally, are we doing what we would do or what we think the Saints would do?
We'll do this one. What we would do.
Man, give me my dude J Long, bruh.
Please, bro.
My dog.
Oh, hold on. No. No.
No.
That is not enough. No. Boom. Okay, the Cardinals traded up for Shamar Stewart. Enjoy. Enjoy. I have it on. Okay, so let me catch up a little bit on the chat. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Wayne. Everyone's talking about um Shador.
Should go going to the Jets.
Yes.
I'm
Uh,
surprised they wasn't screaming that we need to go get Hunter.
I didn't. It didn't even like dawn on me that he was like falling until like he went a pick before us. I have it on slow just for people who are like watching. I do have it on slow. Sorry, you'll see it all like all my background. Um, let's see any picks that come. Oh, if Barron going to the Rams, I would fight someone. Oh, Campbell to the Detroit is real nice,
Ooh.
and Buka to the Bills is also real nice. Don't like that. Yeah, I heard that. Tony
Of
Pauline had talked
course.
about Tony Pauline had talked about that. Ooh, Milrow to the Browns, top of round 2.
Ooh.
Oh, should we maybe take a quarterback? Maybe take Jackson Dart at 40, bro. He's like there.
Oh man, Jackson Dart at 40. Hell
40.
yeah.
Boom.
Take it
Boom.
back. I got my gripes about doing at 9, but 40?
But 40?
Gimme. Gimme.
That is sprinting to the podium, bro. Sprinting. So we have our, whether you call him an edge, whether you call him a linebacker, you have your playmaker on defense at 9 with Jalen Walker.
And here on out, I want all juice
Juice.
on
All
offense.
juice. I think
Juice,
this is only
baby.
I think I only did 3 rounds. So
Okay.
we only have like
That's
one more
fine.
pick.
Well, we got 2/3.
Yeah. Ooh, let Quinn Sean fall.
Oh,
Trey
Trey
Harris
Harris.
just went to the Chargers. JTT, who I love talking to at the combine, just went to the Commanders. Just this is just letting the board come to us. Carson, I gotta learn how to say his name. I'll keep calling that man Carson Swervy.
Wilson Zinger.
Uh, Quinn still there. Uh, do we? Oh, I love. Should we trade? Should we trade up with the Chiefs and maybe
Go get who?
because Junkins, bro, like
Go get
he's
Junkins.
yeah,
Still
bro,
there? He's
he's
still
still
there.
there, bro.
Top
And
of
I
the
don't know.
third.
I don't think he gonna make it to 71, bro.
Man, Chiefs about to take that ass.
Bro,
Oh, Isaiah Bond.
like if you look at there's a lot of running backs, right? So you could
A lot of running
argue,
backs.
but but that one though, I've never.
Yeah, buddy.
Fuck it, bro. I'm.
What would it cost?
mm, I'll give him 112 and 184.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now I got to resume the draft. Oh, absolutely not. Boom.
Boom.
Got the juice, bro.
Got the juice, baby.
You got your you
Him
got
at
your
8K? Woo.
got your on offense. You got your potential quarterback of the future in the second round, and you got your running back to pair with AK. Only thing that we didn't get is a tight end,
Or wide
um,
receiver.
or wide receiver that you could still get either of those at 93. Oh wait, is it for, oh wait, hold on. We have one more pick coming up. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
right. So people were probably saying like, oh, you didn't have to trade up for Judkins. You could have just taken the Iowa running back. I haven't watched the Iowa running back enough to have an opinion on him, respectfully. So
I love the Iowa running back. I love Junkins, man. I
I,
love him.
oh, that's a great spot for him. He just went to the Cowboys at 83.
Oh,
Caleb Johnson.
shit.
Ooh, Alec Alex still on the board too?
Oh,
Ah! Oh, Elijah's on the board. Ah!
oh.
This is what it really feels like, bruh.
Here we go. Here we go. No, get out of my face.
All right. So let's look at got Tez, Torrey Horton, potentially your guy Savion. That'd be a
My baby
little,
Savion.
might be a little reach for Savion.
Little reach. Tight end, who we got? Ooh, tight end looking. Ugh.
I love Coyers, but that's a reach for Coyers.
I don't know him.
I'll let the hold on. What is the chat saying?
What y'all saying, chat?
Uh oh, they're behind. they're watching like what us getting sniped by picks back to back.
Oh,
Like Isaiah Bond and Arroyo got taken like right before us. I haven't watched Ty Felton, but I've heard of him.
is Jaden Higgins gone?
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone, bro. Tez is small.
Yeah, small man, so small.
Let's who's the best player?
Yeah.
I don't think I can. We can. Cal Cal Kennard, bro. He's an edge rusher. He's a good pass rusher. Led led the nation in sacks.
Uh, eh,
Not selling you, bro.
I'm telling you, man. Uh,
What it be a little reach, but we can get your draft, bay.
Man, go get my baby, bro. Go get
There,
Savion, bro.
there it is, bro. There it
Juice,
is, bro.
man. Some juice.
There, there'll be a plan for him. Kellen will have a plan for him. There it is.
There it is.
All right, so then I'll wait for it to finish up. All right, so this is what we did. What we did, not what the Saints would do. What we did at 9. Jalen Walker fell to us at 9. We took him. He's our defensively. 40. Jackson Dart was still on the board. We couldn't leave the draft with Jackson Dart being on the board at 40. That was a no brainer. Um, at 66, talked to Ryan. Felt like we needed to move up to go get Jutkins. Um, so we moved up, traded 2 late round picks to go get Judkins from Ohio State. And at 93, we added more juice with Savion Williams, wide receiver, offensive weapon from TCU.
And look, man, I feel like with this draft, you got 3 instant contributors.
Yes.
3 that should contribute early if they're healthy. And with Jackson Dart, you got a guy who potentially could sit for a year, or
Yep.
let Derek Carr get his work in, couple of games or whatever, and that is Dart time, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Dart needs work. Dart has
Oh
some
yeah.
things
Oh yeah.
he needs to develop as far as understanding offenses and stuff like that. But dude, an athlete, bro. He's a good athlete.
Yes.
Tons of tools. Like that's like second round. Give me that all day, bro.
All day.
All day.
Um, there's another point I was gonna add, but it completely. And like I feel like I would the run, like we missed the run for tight end. And
Missed
I
him.
feel like if this happened like in real life, Kellen's calling up Howie, be like, hey, Dallas, what Dallas doing?
Yep.
Like maybe gets swings a deal, swings a pick to maybe land Dallas on draft night, on like day 2 of draft night, day 3 of
Yep.
draft night. If they miss out on a tight end that maybe they love multiple tight ends and they miss out on that. But that's a bro, you could not would love that draft, bro. Would love
I
that
love it.
draft.
I would love it, bro. Love it, man.
All right. So this is more what we feel like the Saints would do. Hold on, let's see what the chat's saying. Um, Tiptoe 28. I'm not a fan of Dart. Okay, but he was drafted at pick 40. Like he's not drafted at 9. But maybe you go back and listen to our Jackson Dart prospect of the week episode. Um, so and someone said Savion's a wide receiver who can't catch, but like offensive weapon.
Like I said, man, he reminds me so much of Cordero Patterson coming
So
out of
much.
Tennessee, bro. Just he has all the tools of a wide receiver one, but he's not a wide receiver one right now. He's a guy with the ball that could do things, kind of somewhat like who was my guy that the Panthers drafted last year? His name is slipping me in the first
Leggett?
round. Leggett. Some similarities to Leggett, where he's just get the ball in his hand tight, but big physical. I think he could just do so much. Just add juice
You
to
know
the
who?
offense, bro.
You know who? Oh my God! It just now dawned on me. You know who reminds me of that you loved, and we had like a draft, not a tip,
Kevin
but like
White.
we. Yep.
I have a soft spot for those types, bro. Like
Yes.
those types of guys, it's my weakness, and I've failed so many times loving those guys. But it's just my weak spot, bro. I love those.
Yeah. For
I
people,
love those types.
for people who don't know, years ago when I don't know what draft class that was, the Kevin
That
White
was
and
Kevin White and Amari
Amari
Cooper. Yeah,
Cooper.
I was like,
Like people love Kevin White, and I was just like,
hey man, never forget
listen,
that catch. That catch with the Saints.
who are these
Who
guys?
are these guys?
Kevin White of all people.
One of the best calls of all time, bro.
The peak of our podcast, like like, bruh. And I listen, nigga. The recap pod, I called it, bruh. I said, it gets no higher than this right now, bro.
Just no higher than this, man. Who are these guys?
Kevin White of all people. Who are these guys? Fucking Trevor Simeon was out there throwing fucking.
Bro. Oh,
That's
man.
when you know you had a fucking head coach, bruh. Sean Payton was out there calling up plays with Trevor Simeon at quarterback, throwing bombs to Kevin fucking White against the Tampa Bay Bucks in a divisional fucking big regular season game that they needed to win, bro.
The Tom Brady led Tampa Bay Bucks.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Anyway, so we'll wrap. We'll close with this one. This mock is what we would potentially we're putting ourselves in position of what the Saints are more likely to do. So the one we did, first one, if we had full carte blanche, we were doing it. This one, if the Saints were more running the team, okay. Okay. All right. Now I know what they would be trying to do right now. They trying to call the Browns right now. Say, yo, can we trade the 2? Okay. Well, okay.
Okay.
Fuck this mock draft, bro. Sure. What is happening right now? What is happening right now, Ryan? I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. The silliest mock draft I've ever seen. I'm just letting the board come, bro. Okay. Bruh, Cleveland's first? Oh shit, I didn't pick a team. Whoops. How did that even happen?
Wait, what?
I guess I didn't pick a team. Apparently, I don't know. Let's try that again.
Run that again.
Thank you. All right. Okay.
I don't hate it. Ooh.
Why? Okay, I guess I have to stop like pausing the draft because like when I do that, it like stops giving control or something.
Oh. You need to call up Bijan, you need to call up this website.
Ashton Genty going 2 overall to the Browns.
Bro.
All right. Okay. Just let Travis Hunter just trickle down and fall. Nope, he doesn't. Shedeur goes to 7 again. Will Johnson. Okay. So, no, Sean, hanging up the fucking phone. No. Okay. So, this is a good thought experiment, right?
Yeah, it is.
Because they have 2 players on the board. This guy and this guy are on the board at 9. Who do you think wins out in this draft conversation?
I like this one because Shador's gone.
Yep.
So that's not in play.
Shador's gone. Will Johnson's gone. Mason Graham's gone. So this is great. Like this is like a real, probably potentially how it may break down on draft night.
Yeah. Don't want Will Campbell. Don't want Will Campbell. Out of Tet and Tyler Warren, 2 really good prospects. Really good prospects that have warts. They have warts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're good prospects. Like they have good tape, but they're warts. Like they both have warts that you could kind of like, you could argue either one, neither one shouldn't be drafted this high.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
But we know that the Saints eh, I like both of these guys a lot and
Yes,
have them in their cloud.
yes. I will say that an interesting thing is, and I don't know if this is like a Kellen Moore thing, but the Tyler Warren love that the Saints have for him, like their board of their cloud has been set, and the Tyler Warren being added late to that cloud has been more recent. So I don't know if that's a Kellen Moore influence, or maybe they like, or they like watching tape more, and then they're being. I I feel like that's coming more from Kellen Moore. I don't know that for sure. I don't know that for sure because their cloud for the most part's been relatively set, largely, right? So if it breaks down, like is it something where if he pounding the table for Tyler Warren, or is Jeff Ireland saying like, man, like our grade is higher on Tetaroa over Tyler? Like that's why this of how this broke down exactly how it did is so fascinating to me.
I would go with Tyler Warren just because I'm not worried about his dog. Like he got that dog in him. I'm not worried about that.
Mm.
You could question some other things about him, but I'm not worried about that. I question Tet's dog. I'm
Ooh,
not sure.
that's fair, bro. That's
I'm
fair,
not
bro.
sure he got that dog in him, bro. I'm just
That's
not
fair.
sure, man. It's not just the whole "do I don't study tape" thing. It's that plus just other things I'm hearing
Everything.
about him.
Yeah,
I'm
I get
like,
it, bro.
so I just give me the dog. Give me the dog.
Give you the dog, or was it who? But what are the Saints? What are the Saints
If the
asking
Saints,
for?
I'm just saying, both me and the Saints. If the Saints like him, I'm going with the dog and Tyler Warren. Plus, like, bro, like, okay, like, then your tight end room looks good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you bring in Jawan Johnson back, blah blah blah. Now you got Tyler Warren and Jawan Johnson with some 12 personnel. No Derek Carr's not going to target the tight ends. All right, that's okay. We're thinking about the future.
It's so funny because I think they would go Ted, bro. I think they'll go Ted over Tyler Warren. I don't it that ooh, this is
And it wouldn't be a bad. I mean, it wouldn't be bad. Like we talked about it plenty. You know, Tet would make the wide receiver room make sense. So
yes.
many of the Saints like position groups are like one or two players away. I heard another podcast talking about that, and it's true. Like the Saints roster isn't terrible. They just have a lot of like middle class type of players,
Yes.
and they
Yes.
need like one more upper echelon player in each group. Like if you
Yes.
add Tet to the wide receiver room, it makes sense. If you add Genty to the running back room, it looks
Makes
like one of the best running back rooms in the league. So like I think it will make sense. But I personally I just got a little question with Tet, man. I got some
all right.
questions. About you, who you going?
I think they would go Ted.
You think they go Tet? Well, go
I
Tet then, bro.
but I'm go this is how I think they're leave it up to this.
What's that?
No, no, it's my lens cap.
Oh,
If it lands a certain way, it's gonna be Ted. If it lands a different way, it's gonna be Tyler Warren. So we'll see. Okay, that was a terrible.
Two Face.
Okay. It was Ted. We're going Ted.
Okay.
All right. I still think they would lean Ted. But I like how I really love how that played out because I really believe that's how it maybe end up draft night. Like the way we really had to like sit and talk about it and think it out and talk it out.
Now, what if you add Will Johnson to that mix? How you think that'll go?
I really don't have a sense on them of how they feel about Will Johnson. I haven't heard anything regarding Will Johnson. Jalen Walker's still on the board, by the way. Just throw that out there. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I try not to bug my friend too much about draft questions. Um, I just really don't have a sense of where they feel about Will Johnson. Um, okay, so Ted's been drafted at 10 overall. Oh, ooh. Cam Ward at 1 and then Tennessee traded to 27 to get Luther Burton. Ooh, I know Steve. I know Steve would be sweating right now, bro.
Steve gonna be talking that shit, boy.
I'd be happy for my dog, bro.
I'll be happy for him, bro. Titans need it.
They that would make me tune in to some Tennessee
You
highlights,
legit
bro.
would. Legit, I would be fine with Tennessee versus Jaguars on a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, okay, let's go.
All right, so we went Ted at 10. I mean, the same thing happened in this situation too that happened in ours. Jackson Dart's there at 40, bro. I feel like they would be the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, if Jackson Dart was there for it, they
I
taking it.
think I think I think it's just an easy run to the podium type of situation.
Coach Teefs would be on that, boy.
Ooh, boy,
Smiling.
boy, like to potentially get your potential franchise quarterback of the future and not have to trade up, like
Oh,
just Mike Green went to the Falcons at 46. Good. Ugh.
good.
Ugh. Ugh.
I could really see him being a Falcon, too.
Oh, easily. Easily. Oh, Dante said, look at Warren going to the Colts. Wait, who ended up getting Jalen Walker? Oh, the fucking Bills. Get the fuck out my
Oh,
face. Um so we've gone offense heavy, which is fine. We're just kind of letting the board come to us. Like if we were the Saints.
Steelers got Jalen Milrow.
Is Carson going to be on the board to 71? I don't see it. Bro. Oh, nope. He went to the fucking Eagles. Get out of my face.
Are you kidding me?
Bro, I can't stand them even in like mock draft simulators, bro. Oh, Harold Fanning went a pick right before us. No, I'm not doing any fucking trades.
Absolutely not.
Fuck you, Howie. No, that's okay. So we have a wide receiver at 10, then we added a quarterback at 40 at 71. This is interesting in terms of what they could do.
I looked there, but we took Ted.
Yeah, so I don't think they would add a receiver. Andrew
Makuba.
yeah, Makuba's interesting because the his coach is on the Saints staff now. Yeah, Emory Jones, who probably projects more to a guard in the NFL. Um, that Gunnar Helm's interesting. That might be a little of a reach for him, but I think he fits so much of like as a Arroyo's on the board.
Ooh.
Now is that what the Saints would do? Or is that what we would do?
God damn, bro. In the third round?
71? Sorry, bro.
I
I'm sorry,
think.
bro. I'm dead.
I think.
I couldn't help myself, Ryan. I couldn't help myself, bro.
I think Big T, Coach T's taking that, bro.
Couldn't help myself. The only thing that we haven't really been able to add, like how all our picks have been completely offense, bro. Juice. Not one defensive play.
And you know they want a cornerback.
You're right. So let's see if we can get a corner in here. But to be fair, like we really are just trying to like let the board
Yeah.
come to us. So let's see if he stays on the board because good luck, Green Bay.
Ugh.
Good luck. Damn it, he went
Not
to
a
the
fan.
he went to the Texans. I was eyeing Stewart because I think
Yeah.
because he scoutable to the Ravens. Interesting. Okay, so we're up. You mentioned corner, so let's look at defense. You have Mabuka, who I think just the value right for him is fantastic right now. I don't know any of his corners respectfully.
I really
I do.
don't.
Um, I would argue for Mabuka.
I don't know him. How does he project?
He's trying to give it. He's a thumper.
Hmm.
You know who he kind of plays like, but doesn't have the ball skills of him. But like think of like a Ross version of Harrison Smith.
Mm, okay.
That's probably a good. He doesn't have the ball skills, but
Yeah.
that's probably like the best description I can give of Mbuka.
No. And look, they could use another safety. Like they really could.
Um, yeah, I would probably say that would probably be. Yeah, that would probably be. I would probably say like knowing Jeff Ireland and how he like that would
Hmm.
probably be the pick.
Yep. Then you got Texas coach in the building, probably
Yeah,
pounding the table.
before him, yeah, I would say Mbuka. All right. And I know, like, you probably Brandon Staley's like, what do you want? What do you expect from me? You want me to do this with the guys in the building? Like, you're not giving me any talent. You guys are going all offensive players in the draft.
Drafted Jackson Dart in the second round.
We weren't able to get a. Were we able to get a running back? I don't think we were.
No, no running backs. Just go to offense and just see what running backs are left.
Oh, it's
I
gonna
know we done
change.
drafted. Oh, it's too late. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna change. So this was the version we did as we put ourselves in the like if we were the Saints, like if the Saints
Shit.
Ted at 9, Jackson Dart at 40,
What?
Arroyo at 71, and Andrew Mbuka at
Man.
93.
You mean Tet and Arroyo? Shit, boy. Then we got our QB of the future, potentially. Potentially.
But
Like, bro.
my shirt's off.
Shirt off, bro. I'm ready to go.
So so which draft do you prefer though? So in our draft that we did, we
You got
had
J-Line.
Jalon, Dart, Judkins, and then you ended it with Savion. And then the Saints draft it was Tet, Dart, um, Arroyo, and then we got Mbuka.
It's interesting because both got juice. I like the first one defensively better because I love J-Long.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna lean with the first one
Yeah,
with
I
our
agree.
draft, just
I
because
agree.
I think you got impact players on both sides of the
Yep.
ball. Like you got an
Yep.
impact player in Jalon, you got an impact player in Juckins, you got
Yep.
Savion Williams who potentially is an impact player, and then you got Jackson Dart. Both of them got Jackson Dart, so you got
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
QB of the future. So I'm gonna roll with the first one.
I agree. I agree with you. That was fun. That was fun.
It was.
Uh, I will say the funnest part of the whole thing was like having the players like I think like having the players like thinking that they're gonna fall to you and they get snapped,
That's reality, bro.
bruh,
That's reality.
crazy. Like no, no. Um, but we shall see what happens as the draft gets closer. We just did fun fun thought experiments. Um, there are a lot of people in the chat or people who are not don't seem like usual people who come to our streams. They're like no, no, they're not Jackson Dart fans. I don't I don't know. Anyway, um,
Y'all gotta let
it,
the hate go, man. Like Jesus.
I,
Like I have my qualms about the guy, but goddamn, y'all act like the guy just shouldn't get drafted. Like it's just undraftable. Like what y'all got to let that college watching SEC shit go, bro. Let it go.
people refuse it, bro. People refuse to let it go. It's a wild thing. Anyway, this is fun. This is fun. Uh, we will be back. I think probably on Sunday. Talking some. I'm ignoring that person. Talking James Pierce Jr. And then next week, hopefully, we'll figure it out when we're bringing on Tony Pauline, diving more in the drafts. It's 2 weeks, no, 3 weeks away, 3 weeks away. So we can we almost drafted out, but we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back this Sunday, Prospect of the Week episode with James Pierce Jr., edge rusher from Tennessee, Patreon only, YouTube members only, and then we back next week, hopefully with our guy Tony Pauline. We got it when we get a date and time figured out, and with that, we are out.
Peace.
All right, brother.